Welcome to STAB Exam Forum. So we have come up with chapter 19 on how to attempt reading comprehension in English. This video is useful for all the competitive examination. Okay, so be settled. We will be starting this video. So this was the syllabus that we told you in chapter 5 on English language, where we tell you that only practice is the key for preparing English. Okay, on the same note, we will be covering in this video the first part, that is comprehension ability, or in other words reading comprehension in this video. Okay, so the outline of this chapter would be like this. First we will see the type of passages which are generally asked in the reading comprehension section. Okay, and after that we will see the types of question which you might expect in reading comprehension. Okay, then we will see the mistakes while we attempt the reading comprehension. Okay, and the next one is the strategy. This is very important part of the video. You should absolutely watch this part. Okay, and the last one we will see a one sample passage. Okay, to appreciate what we have studied in this video. Okay, so the first part that we are going to tell you about the type of passages in RC. In DRDO Septem, generally you will find passages of 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay, so 2 to 3 paragraphs you can expect, and these passages can be broadly classified into two categories. Either it can be technical, where some scientific or research based paragraph can be given. Okay, and in the non-technical you can have stories, criticism, or social or economic author's viewpoint. Okay, so both are important from the DRDO Septem exam perspective. Okay, so these are the type of passages, technical and non-technical. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Let's see the type of question which can be asked in reading comprehension. The first type you can find is factual based question. These are generally easy one, and in DRDO Septem you can expect these type of question where like this: according to author, what is dash, or what is what, we will see in the question. Okay, so these fact based question are very easy and you should at least attempt these question. Okay, the next one is vocab based question, like what is the synonym or the given word in the paragraph. Okay, so here your vocabulary should be enough strong to answer this question. Okay, if you are sure, then you can attempt this question. Third one is the inference based question. These are very typical one. Okay, and where you have to use your mind, otherwise you could not able to answer this question. Okay, in these type of question like this, the central idea of the given passage is what. Okay, so you have to read the passage, after that you can infer only. Okay, and in the second, which of the following must be true or false. These are also very important in inference based type. Okay, in DRDO Septem you can expect factual based question and vocab based question in reading comprehension. Okay, so let's see the next thing. So these are the mistakes which we generally attempt while doing the RC. Okay, so first thing is that we do not have reading habits. Okay, so we are generally poor readers, because of which while attempting we generally do some mistakes. Okay, so this reading habit, if you don't have, you should develop if you are preparing for any competitive exam. Okay, because English cannot be skipped in any competitive exam. Just consider this. Okay, second one is over analyzing the passages. Okay, we do lot of analyzing while reading everything. Okay, we will try to underline everything. That is wrong. Okay, you should not over analyze the passage, because you this question, like reading comprehension, is given to check your reading ability, whether you are able to grasp that knowledge or not. Okay, Coming to the next, while attempting, you should not attempt too much time. If you are not able to comprehend the reading passage, then you should skip it and move to the next question. This is my advice. Okay. Coming to the next question part, that is not practicing. Okay, generally we don't practice, we only just go in the exam and try to attempt RC. Okay, this is wrong. You should practice at least 5 to 10 reading comprehension in a month. I am not talking about in a days, in a month you should practice at least. Coming to the strategies, which is very important in this video, how to solve this reading comprehension passages. First is a common approach. In common approach, what we do, first we read the passage, after that we underline and note the important facts, okay, and after that we attempt the given question, okay, and in the next step we backtrack and confirm the answer. Okay, so you can see how much time we are wasting in doing this common approach. Okay, so better approach would be a reverse approach. I think most of you must have done this. So in this we see the question first. Okay, instead of straight away going to read that reading comprehension, we just see the question. Okay, from the question you can have a little bit understanding what could be inside that passage. After that we read the passage quickly. Okay, and whatever we are reading, you should link your reading with the questions. Okay, so simultaneously you try to answer the question. You should not be like this, I will first read, after that I will answer the question. That is wrong approach. Okay, so just follow this reverse approach, it would be quite helpful. Okay, so let's see one sample passages. So this is the passage and we have to answer the question. We will use the reverse approach. Okay, in reverse approach first we will see the question. Okay, so questions is like this: silence seem to be the essence of, these are 4 options. So something communication and silence is given in the passage that we can conclude. Okay, for the listener, silence can be emphasize the point, be a potent to lure him to say more, buy time. Okay, and after that, according to author, okay, the pregnant pause is what? So these are the 4 options. So pregnant pause, we should understand what is the opposite meaning of potent. Okay, so let's go back to the first question. So first we will read. At the first, the silence would be seem to be the essence of non-communication. So in the first line we can itself conclude silence seem to be the essence of what? You can directly answer na, what? Non-communication. So you are linking your reading straight away with the question in the itself. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option D, non-communication. This seem to be straightforward, but see, if you are reading starting to end and then coming to the question, then you might give wrong answer for this question. Okay, next question. For the listener, silence can be, let's see the next statement, yet we know that in some circumstances silent can speak volume. It is also potent tool in communication toolbox for the speaker, as it add emphasis to the point, allowing for its significance to sink in. Right now we have nothing to do with this question right now. So handled skillfully, it can build up anticipation for what is come to the pregnant pause. Okay, so pregnant pause we have already seen in the next question. So we go to that question and try to link straight away. So so it gives opportunity to make eye contact with the audience and gauge their reaction. It is essential component of timing of one delivery. For a listener, silence can buy time either to digest what has been said or to consider what is response. Okay, so this pregnant pause, you can straight away go to this thing. What it can do? It can build anticipation. So correct answer for this question is builds an anticipation. Okay, in the next line I'm going to the previous question. This was the previous question. For the listener's silence can buy time. See, these are the factual questions that we told you in the previous video. So you can straight away link here this for listener silence can buy time. So correct answer is option D, buy time. So you can understand that we are linking our reading with the question itself during the attempt. Okay, so let's see the third question, the opposite of potent. So we have already seen the word potent. It is also a potent tool in communication board. Okay, for potent you can think of, it is very potent tools, it is very strong tool in communication toolbox. Okay, why it is strong? Because as it adds to the point, allowing its full significance to the sink in. Okay, so what is the opposite of strong? Yes, weak. So you can link this with the weak. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, so this was the thing, students. You practice a lot on reading comprehension, and you can score good marks if you attempt reading comprehension in Journal English. Okay, and don't forget that you should not take much time in attempting this question. Okay, you should bifurcate your time in such a way that you answer your question as well as you complete your paper. That is only the tip that we can give you. Okay, that's all, students. We will come with more videos. I hope you are liking it. If you like it, you can have a hit button. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.